with our independent agency partners, is proud to sponsor Academic Challenge, a program that celebrates scholastic achievement. Westfield stands for Sharing Knowledge, Building Trust, a theme that drives everything we do. We feel strongly that educational excellence is the key to a bright future. Academic Challenge shines a spotlight on what's best about our local schools and young people today. We wish each team the best of luck on Academic Challenge and in all their future endeavors.
Tonight, teams from Conneaut, Fairless, and John Marshall meet on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Adam Shapiro.
Hello, I'm Adam Shapiro, and welcome to another Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, 3 teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. Let's look at the team standings so far, because at the end of the season, the top 3 scoring teams will return for our championship match. But the points are important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant more than $30,000 to the top 10 schools which compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started with our opening match, the lightning round. In this round, all 3 teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team with 100 points. And here we go. The category is moo moo. I'd like you to turn your attention now to cows. That's right, cows. Real cows, fictional cows, even historical cows. See if you can identify the following. In a fairy tale, this boy sells the family cow for Conneaut.
Jack.
Is correct. It is said that Mrs. O'Leary's cow caused Fairless.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. This 18th century English doctor used cowpox vaccine. John Marshall.
Louis Pasteur.
Jenner, looking for Edward Jenner. The U.S. state that has the most head of cattle. Conneaut.
Texas.
Is correct. The Princess and the Cowherd is a folk tale collected by these. Fairless.
The Brothers Grimm.
Is correct. Poet Gillette Burgess wrote that he'd never seen a cow of this color, a mix of red. John Marshall.
Purple.
That is correct. Cow horns are pictured on the head of this Egyptian goddess. Looking for Isis. Cowhorn Mountain is in this western state whose capital is Conneaut.
Oregon.
Is correct. The nursery rhyme, cow jumped over this celestial...
Moon.
Moon is correct, Fairless. Do wait till I call on you, but yes, Fairless, you got it right. All right. Attention on the monitor. We're going to welcome Ryan Mahafty from Lake County Farm Park.
We have several breeds of cows here at Lake Metro Parks Farm Park, and all cows have a stomach divided into how many compartments?
Conneaut.
4.
4 is correct. Well done, all 3 teams. That ends the round. We're going to be back and meet the teams as Academic Challenge continues. Tonight's guest judge is Terry Butler, interim president of the Metropolitan Campus of Cuyahoga Community College. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. It's time for our Mix It Up round, where the questions are worth 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer. Answer all 6 questions correctly and receive 25 bonus points. But first, let's take a minute to learn about team number 1 from Conneaut. Conneaut High School, located at the northeasternmost point of Ohio, has an enrollment of more than 700 students. A comprehensive academic curriculum gives students the opportunity to choose from more than 100 units of credit, ranging from integrated to AP courses. In addition to academics, a variety of sports clubs and organizations are offered that promote student involvement, leadership skills, and community service. Our captain from Conneaut is Kevin. Welcome to the program. Introduce yourself to us.
I'm Kevin Markolowski. I enjoy playing hockey first and foremost. I'm a member of the marching band and the concert band, and I also help in theater productions.
Good to have you here, Kevin. How about you, Christian?
I'm Christian Schultz. I'm a senior, and next year I'm going to Hocking College in Southern Ohio.
Good to have you here, Christian. And Zoli, how about you?
I'm Zoli Trizan. I'm a senior, and I'm in cross country and Scholastic Bowl, and I help with the theater productions too.
Good to have you here, Zoli, Kevin, and Christian. I have got your questions right here. Remember, you don't have to buzz in, and we're going to start with this. Take one word from each column, and you'll name what fruit that plays a major role in one of Aesop's fables.
Sour grapes.
That is correct. Which of these would best be described as cumbersome?
A bulky package.
That is correct. Gossip is nature's blank. You can complete this observation from an American writer by inserting what invention credited to Alexander Graham Bell?
Telephone?
Telephone is correct. These two creatures from Greek mythology each had an unusual number of what sensory organ? Polyphemus had only one, but Argus had many.
Eyes.
Eyes, correct. You have here the letters CO, the chemical symbol for cobalt. These letters also appear in the name of what other element whose own symbol is Si?
Silicon.
Is correct. This is for the bonus. Notorious for cruelty and vandalism. Here you have one historian's rather unflattering description of what 5th century king of the Huns.
Attila.
Need an answer?
Attila.
Attila is correct. Congratulations, Conneaut. You got the bonus. Our second team this evening comes to us from Fairless. Fairless High School, rated as excellent by the state, is a rural school located in the southwest corner of Stark County. As recent participants in the Fiestival in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Fairless, marching and symphonic bands, wind ensemble, and drum and dance line all won first place trophies. In addition, a new middle and elementary school are due to open in the fall of 2007. Our captain is Mike. Welcome to the program. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Mike Weisgarber. I'm a junior. I'm in band, and I'm captain of the ping pong team. And I'd like to thank our alternates, Katie Braden and Zach Ely.
Good to have you here, Mike. How about you, Josh?
I'm Josh Lake. I'm part of the select choir. I'm a junior. I'd like to thank Senora Weisgarber.
Good to have you here, Josh. And Victor, how about you?
I'm Victor Hogue. I'm a member of the chess club, and I plan on attending OSU after my senior year.
All right, Victor, Mike, and Josh, here are your questions. We're going to start with this. Choose one word from each column, and you'll name what George Orwell novel about political life in the barnyard.
Animal Farm.
That is correct. If someone lumbered across a room, that person would be moving in which of these ways?
Clumsily.
That is correct. Blank is the thing, all goes if blank goes. To complete this quotation from writer James Barr, place in both blanks what same word, indicating the brave attribute sought by the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz.
Courage.
Is correct. In Scotland, you'll find these two geographical spots, which are what bodies of water such as Ness and Lomond.
Locks.
Loch or lake is correct. For 20 points, please fill in the blanks and tell us what word identifies a cluster of stars.
Constellation.
Is correct. He lived in his palace like a hog in a sty. Here you have one historian's disdainful description of what Russian czar usually referred to more deferentially as the Great.
Peter.
And that's worth the bonus. Congratulations, Fairless. Our third team tonight is John Marshall, part of the Cleveland Municipal School District. John Marshall, a comprehensive high school, is home to over 2,000 students in grades 9 through 12. Students have many different ways to become involved in the school community, including organizations like I'm an Angel, dance, military drill squads, and tutoring corps. With a diverse and rich student body, John Marshall students are also involved with the literary magazine Marshall Arts. Kyle is the captain from John Marshall. Welcome to Academic Challenge. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Kyle Woodworth. I'm a senior at John Marshall. I'm on the golf team and a member of the High Tech Academy at Tri-C, and I'm the High Tech Academy student body president.
Good to have you here, Kyle. How about you, Charlie?
I'm Charlie Young. I'm a junior, and I'm part of the football team.
Good to have you here, Charlie. And Jason, you're coming back. We've seen you here before.
My name is Jason D. Rivera. I'm a junior at John Marshall High School. I'm in honors courses. I'm a member of the robotics team. And also, I'd like to give thanks out to our alternates, my brother Josh and Mai.
All right, Jason, Kyle, and Charlie. Good to have you here, and here are your questions. Choose one word from each column, and you'll name the spot where George Washington and his troops spent a very cold winter during the Revolutionary War.
Valley Forge.
That is correct. Fairy tales are full of ogres, spelled O-G-R-E-S. Which are which of these?
Monsters.
That is correct. Blank like chickens come home to roost. To complete this quote from author Charles Chestnut, place in the blank space what type of transgressions of which 7 are considered deadly.
Sins, right?
Sins.
Sins is correct. I'm going to ask the audience to be quiet. I heard the answer from the audience. You can visit both of these sites in what Virginia city that was the last capital of the Confederacy?
Richmond.
Richmond is correct. Go right ahead and complete this word to name what inert gas, the element with atomic number 18.
Argon.
Argon is correct for the bonus, John Marshall. Canada's Ocean Playground. These words appear on the license plates of what Canadian province whose name means New Scotland?
Nova Scotia.
And you got the bonus. Well done, John Marshall. All three teams got the bonus, and that brings us to the end of the round. We're going to be back with more questions and answers right after this. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, we want to recap the scores at this point in our match. In third place with 245 points, John Marshall. In second place with 275 points, Fairless. And in first place with 285 points, Conneaut. It's time for the Picture Perfect round. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost your team 10 points. All three teams play, so hands on the buzzer, eyes on the monitor, because here we go. Flowers like this, along with monolithic stone heads, decorate what Pacific island owned by Chile? Fairless.
Easter Island
Is correct. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, this man is tapping the sap or latex from what type of Conneaut?
Rubber.
Rubber tree is correct. Back in the 19th century, this crown was designed for a prince of what Scandinavian country whose capital city is Stockholm? Conneaut.
Sweden.
Sweden, and I would give you extra points for my stumbling on that question if I could. You got it right. This expression is the logarithm of what number? Conneaut.
4.
3. Looking for 3. These ruins of an ancient fortress are found in Sri Lanka, an island country located in which ocean? Fairless.
Indian Ocean.
Is correct. Is this compound an organic acid, ketone, or aldehyde? Conneaut.
Organic acid.
That is correct. The artist captured a moment of history here with this view of the signing of what 1919, Fairless,
the Declaration of Independence.
actually 1919 Treaty, Versailles. We're looking for the Treaty of Versailles. The Plain Dealer headline from 1969 heralds the return of the Apollo 11 crew, which included this Ohio native, the first man to walk on the moon. John Marshall.
Neil Armstrong.
And that is correct, John Marshall. That ends the round. We're going to be back with more Academic Challenge right after this. Let's welcome and meet our team advisors from Conneaut, Artemis Maramis, from Fairless, Jeannie Weisgarber, and from John Marshall, Susan Zielinski and D.J. Nemeth. It's time to get back underway with our hot picks round. One at a time, I'm going to ask each team 8 questions. A correct answer is worth 20 points with no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team which answers all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. First up will be team number 1, Conneaut, but I'm going to call on Mike, the captain of Fairless, to pick their questions. 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3 it shall be. Christian, Kevin, and Zoli, you don't have to buzz in. We're going to start with this question right here. Both Islam's Muhammad and the biblical David were saved by what arachnids which spun webs outside caves where each was hiding?
Spiders.
Spiders, correct. Marie Antoinette sometimes dressed like a simple milkmaid, but she was involved in a scandal associated with a necklace of what precious stones that top the hardness scale?
Diamonds.
That is correct. As the Worm Turns might title a book on sericulture, a science dealing with what worm-like larvae that eat mulberry leaves and turn out a fine thread.
Silkworms.
Silkworms.
Correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question, please. A mixture of 2 acids called aqua regia will dissolve gold. One acid is hydrochloric. Is the other lactic, acetic, or nitric?
Nitric.
Nitric is correct. 4 years before the Pearl Harbor attack, Japanese warplanes sank the Panay, a U.S. Navy ship that was patrolling what longest Chinese river?
The Yangtze.
What is it? You say.
The Yangtze.
Is correct. We all like a good nap, but what Washington Irving character took a nap that lasted 20 years?
Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. Solve this equation for x, giving your answer as a positive integer.
6.
6 is correct. Conneaut, this is for the bonus. Archaeologists speculated that a gold bar found in Mexico City in the 1980s might be treasure seized by Cortez from what Aztec emperor?
Montezuma.
Montezuma.
He is correct. Well done, Conneaut. You got the bonus. Team number 2 is up at this point, and I'm going to call on the captain from John Marshall, Kyle, to pick their questions. 1 or 2, Kyle?
2.
All right. Josh, Mike, and Victor, you don't have to buzz in. I've got your questions, and we're going to begin with this. After his discovery of the planet Uranus, William Herschel was appointed private astronomer to what English king, whose star-crossed reign included the loss of the American colonies?
George III.
He is correct. Phyllis Wheatley, an early African-American poet, wrote her first poem at age 14, praising what famous Ivy League university in Cambridge, Massachusetts?
Harvard.
He is correct. Few men are letter perfect, but one whose letters had to be perfect was what American whose dictionary was published in 1828?
Webster.
That's correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question, please. A substance which controls the rate of a reaction, but is not itself a reagent in that reaction, is usually referred to by which of these terms?
Catalyst.
That is correct. The words "failure is impossible" title a book about what early woman's suffrage leader whose initials were SBA?
Susan B. Anthony.
That is correct. In 1492, the freshman class at Oxford University included what future saint and English statesman who later wrote Utopia?
St. Valentine.
Sir Thomas More, looking for Sir Thomas More. Take a look at the monitor, please, and what is the positive value of this expression on the monitor?
64.
That is correct. It was during his second voyage to the New World in 1494 that Columbus discovered what Caribbean island whose capital is Kingston?
Jamaica.
Jamaica is correct. Well done, Fairless. One set of questions left, and I've got them right here. These are for Charlie, Kyle, and Jason. John Marshall, we begin with this. Although alcohol and Puritans didn't usually mix, what 17th century ship was used to transport wine before it brought the Plymouth colonists to America in 1620?
Mayflower.
That is correct. The Tooth Fairy now has competition. A collector recently paid more than $22,000 for a tooth from what French leader who was exiled to St. Helena in 1815?
Napoleon.
That is correct. The country's first weather satellite was launched on April 1st, 1960, from what C-initialed Florida Cape that still launches most of our satellites?
Canaveral.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. The Newtonian laws of physics break down when applied to particles on the atomic scale. To describe their behavior, we must rely on which of these concepts?
Kinetic theory.
Quantum mechanics, looking for quantum mechanics. Monks usually led secluded lives, but what Russian monks' activities at Tsar Nicholas's court were so unsecluded that is correct, Rasputin. Today, some theaters are built in the round, but what was the round name of the theater where many Shakespeare plays were first performed?
The Globe.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. What value of x will satisfy this expression?
3.
3 is correct. And the final question. Senator Orrin Hatch from Utah was actually born in what Pennsylvania town whose name suggests the 1862 act that offered Western land to pioneers?
Philadelphia.
Homestead, looking for Homestead. All right, John Marshall, well done. That ends the round. We are going to be back with our final and deciding grab bag round right after this.
For academic challenge information on the web, log on to newsnet5.com and click on Education.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap the scores at this point in our match. In third place with 375 points, John Marshall. In second place with 425 points, Fairless. And in first place with 490 points, Conneaut. It's time for the grab bag round. And in this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. There are also some visual questions worth 30 points, but an incorrect answer will cost your team 30 points. Again, this is for all three teams, so everybody, hands on your buzzers, and let's begin with this. Music on sound systems, a cheerful cafe, and librarians wearing no shh buttons are all part of the lively scene at the new public library in what capital city of Utah? John Marshall.
Salt Lake City.
That is correct. What part of the eye is now being scanned by digital security cameras to check for Fairless?
Retina.
Iris. Looking for iris. Each year, the average American consumes 87 pounds of what citrus fruit whose name is given to a Florida football bowl?
Orange.
Marshall. Orange is correct. Take a look at the monitor. A warning against eating garlic appears in Act 4 of what Shakespeare comedy that includes the characters Titian and Puck. Excuse me, Titania and Puck. John Marshall.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
That is correct. Now permanently docked in Connecticut is what U.S. Navy ship that was the world's first nuclear-powered submarine? Looking for the Nautilus. 30 is what percent of 24? 125%. You might think that the French Revolution was fought on a college campus since the revolutionary slogan linked what word to liberty and equality? Fairless.
Fraternity.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor. The wise man does not ask a goat to be his gardener. Here you have a proverb from what European country where there are gardens in the capital city of Budapest? John Marshall.
Hungary.
Is correct. I don't see how someone can write unless he reads a lot, said William Styron, who himself wrote The Confessions of Blank. What slave who led an uprising in Virginia in 1831? Fairless.
Never mind.
Turner, looking for Nat Turner. When 10 calories of thermal energy are added to 10 grams of water, the temperature of the water rises by about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or Conneaut.
10.
1 degree Celsius. That's what we're looking for. You didn't get it right. An attorney should not badger a courtroom witness even if the trial is being held in what Midwest state, one of whose nicknames is the Badger State? Conneaut.
Wisconsin.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor. This photograph was taken in 1953 at the first inauguration of what 34th? We are out of time. Let's see how we have done this evening on Academic Challenge. It has been close. In third place with 405 points, Fairless. In second place with 475 points, John Marshall. Conneaut, stand up with 490 points. Christian, Kevin, and Zoli, you are the winners tonight on Academic Challenge. Be sure to join us next week as we feature teams from Elyria, Lincoln West, and Magnificat. I'm Adam Shapiro. We'll see you next week for another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.